Mexico is once again at the center of global headlines. Multiple international media outlets are reporting that El Mencho, one of the most powerful and feared cartel leaders in the world, has reportedly been killed during a targeted military operation in western Mexico. If confirmed, this marks one of the most significant blows to organized crime in the country in more than a decade. El Mencho was the leader of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, widely known as CJNG, a criminal organization that rose rapidly to become one of the most violent and dominant cartels in Mexico. Over the past decade, CJNG expanded aggressively across multiple states, challenging older cartels and building a vast drug trafficking network. The group became heavily involved in the production and distribution of fentanyl and other synthetic drugs, fueling a public health crisis in the United States. According to early reports, Mexican military forces carried out a coordinated operation in the state of Jalisco. During the raid, El Mencho and several close associates were reportedly killed. Authorities have described the operation as a major success in the fight against organized crime. But almost immediately after the news broke, violence erupted. In several regions, armed groups blocked highways, set vehicles on fire, and created widespread disruption. Schools were temporarily closed in some areas. Flights in certain cities experienced delays. Local authorities urged residents to stay indoors. The reaction quickly extended beyond Mexico. The U.S. State Department issued security alerts for American citizens in affected areas. Reports also indicate that diplomatic missions, including the Indian Embassy, have advised their nationals to exercise caution. Tourist destinations such as Puerto Vallarta and Guadalajara suddenly became areas of concern as security forces increased their presence. While the reported death of a cartel leader may appear to be a decisive victory, experts warn that removing a powerful figure like El Mencho does not automatically end cartel violence. History shows that when a top leader is eliminated, internal power struggles can erupt. Rival factions may compete for control. Competing cartels may attempt to expand into newly vulnerable territories. In the short term, violence can sometimes intensify rather than decline. There are also broader geopolitical implications. CJNG has been a key player in fentanyl trafficking, which has strained relations between Mexico and the United States. Any disruption in cartel leadership could impact drug supply routes, border enforcement strategies, and bilateral security cooperation. For Mexico's government, this operation sends a strong message that it is willing to take aggressive action against high-value targets. But dismantling cartel networks requires more than removing a single leader. These organizations have deep financial resources, established logistics chains, and extensive manpower. The coming days will be critical. Authorities will need to prevent retaliatory violence and stabilize affected regions. The world will be watching closely to see whether this moment represents a turning point in Mexico's long struggle against cartel power or the beginning of another volatile chapter. For travelers, the key advice remains simple. Follow official government advisories and avoid relying solely on social media rumors. Conditions on the ground can change quickly. As this story continues to develop, one thing is clear. The reported death of El Mencho, if fully confirmed, marks a major moment in the fight against organized crime in Mexico.